Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So you might have overclocked processors, graphics cards, or even RAM, but have you ever overclocked your monitor? That's exactly what I'm going to be teaching you today. And remember to subscribe along with the notification bell, and let's get right into it. Now many videos say NVIDIA works with NVIDIA and AMD, but in this video, I'm only going to be showing you guys how to do it with NVIDIA because I have an NVIDIA graphics card. Now if you're good enough at spotting all the buttons, you can do it in AMD settings as well, just by looking at the same options that I show you how to do in NVIDIA. Now with this technique, you can easily push your 60Hz monitor to 70Hz or even 80Hz. It really depends on the quality of your panel, and now I'm going to be taking you to my PC to show you how it's done. So without any further ado, let's begin. So guys, as you can see, we are on my desktop right now, and first up, you'll want to open up NVIDIA control panel. For that, right click and hit NVIDIA control panel right over here. Now, after doing that, you will be opening up NVIDIA control panel like this. And first up, go to change resolution under display settings. Now here, as you can see, I have two monitors connected to my 2070 Super. So this is my primary monitor, which is a 144 Hz monitor, and this is my secondary 60 Hz monitor. Now, first what you want to do is hit customize. Now here, you want to hit custom resolution, create custom resolution. Now, what you want to focus on is this right here. This is the refresh rate that we're going to be tweaking. I recommend going up by 5 Hz every time. Now mine is at 144, so I'm going to go to 150 just to round off. And as you can see, I have written 150 in this box, and all you have to do is hit test. And as you can see, it says test successful. Now it's asking me, do you want to save this resolution? I'm going to hit yes. And the monitor goes off for a second, and then it comes back again. So now, as you can see, our custom resolution of 1920 by 1080 at 150 Hz is added. I'm going to hit OK. And now here in this drop down box, you want to go up until you see this custom menu right here. Now you want to hit the resolution we just created, and here, as you can see, the refresh rate is already selected to 50 Hz. Now before we apply that, as you can see, my monitor is running at 144 Hz right here, 143, that doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to hit apply. The monitor is going to go off for a second and then come back. Alright, so as you can see, I just hit apply. So it has changed and it says reverting in 15 seconds. So in case you got your resolution wrong, in case your monitor isn't coming back on, this is gonna make it come back after 15 seconds. This resolution is totally stable, so I'm gonna hit yes. So as you can see, now it runs at 150 Hz. Now you want to repeat this step until the point where your monitor doesn't come back on. Now again, I want to show you guys how to do this. Again, hit customize, create custom resolution, then bump it up to 155. And as you can see, again, it was applied. I'm going to set the resolution. And that was it. Now, to update that, you want to hit OK and change this to 155 Hz. And now, again, it's going to be asking me, do you want to revert back to the resolution? Previously, this is stable. As you can see, my monitor came back on. So I'm going to say yes. And now, I'm going to tell you guys what to do when your monitor doesn't come back on. So for this, I'm going to give something crazy, like 300 Hz. Of course, it's not going to come back. The monitor is going to crash. So I'm going to hit test. As you can see, the screen is completely black for a long time. And now my monitor hasn't actually turned on, but since OBS is recording in the background, it's, as you can see, it's reverting. You won't be seeing anything on your monitor, but since OBS is recording, I can see it. Now I can go back to the previous resolution, and boom, you're back and your monitor just turned on. We're again at 155 Hz. Now, I've repeated this process countless times before recording, and I saw that I could push my monitor all the way up to 240 Hz, which is kind of crazy. Now, as you can see, my monitor came back on, which means 240 Hz is actually applied. Now, what you want to do is, as you can see, I'm going to go all the way to 240 Hz right here and apply. Now, as you can see, 240 Hz is stable as well, and that's the proof that it's actually running at 240 Hz. This is a 144 Hz panel, but you should not push it this far, otherwise your monitor's life is going to be extremely bad, and you're going to have frequent crashes. So minus 144 Hz, even if it can go up to 240 Hz, I don't recommend doing that, because it's just like you're overclocking your 4.5 gigahertz processor all the way up to 6 gigahertz without using a proper cooling solution. You know, this is the exact monitor kind of thing about it. This is the perfect analogy that I can give. So even though I can push it up to 240 Hz, do not do that. You will reduce your monitor life by a lot. Your monitor life will be compromised. So the max that I recommend going is plus 40 Hz than your native resolution. So now that I have 144 Hz, now I would like to go plus 40 Hz, that's max. Now 144 plus 40 is of course 184. You can round that off to something like 180. Now that's the max that I recommend doing if you want to keep your monitor living for longer. Now, to prevent my monitor from blasting into flames, I'm going to reduce this back to 150. And as I said, I did all this testing before recording, so I didn't want to make the recording extremely long. So I did all the testing. As I said, I could push it up to 240 Hz, but I'm not going to be doing that. You should also not do that, because it's going to compromise your monitor life. So as I said, 180 Hz was very stable for me, plus 40 Hz. Even though I can push it above that, I'm not going to do that. Even you shouldn't, because it's going to compromise your monitor's life. Now I'm going to hit 180, and I'm going to hit, and now as you can see, again, it has been applied. Hit yes, and now I'm going to hit 180 Hz and apply. And as you can see, monitor goes off for a second, comes back on, and it asks me if you'd like to save these changes. I'm going to hit yes. And now my monitor is running at 180 Hz. And as you can see, Windows as well shows that it's running at 180 Hz. Now I hope you learned how to overclock, and that looked very easy, right? So in case you have a 60 Hz monitor and you really cannot afford a 144 Hz monitor, overclocking it to 75 or 80 Hz can really help, and you immediately see the difference. So I recommend doing this. There is no risks involved. As I said, do not push it above 40 megahertz than the native resolution. In my case, 144 hertz plus 40 is 184, so 180 hertz would be perfect for me. If you have a 60 hertz monitor, it mostly won't go above 75 hertz, but if it does, the max you should do is about 100 hertz. Even that might be a bit overkill for a cheap 60 hertz monitor, so I recommend only pushing it to 80 hertz. If you have a higher quality panel like my primary monitor, which is an LG one, then I recommend going plus 40 hertz. Anyways, that was pretty much it. Now that seemed very easy, right? Hope you were able to overclock your monitor. If you did, then please let me know in the comments down below how much you were able to push your monitor and get those extra frames. Now that was pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like and please subscribe to the channel along with the notification bell because we're so close to 100 subscribers, and I would really appreciate it if you could show your support by subscribing to the channel. I'm Nikhil and I'm signing out, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, thanks for watching.